Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from RustPaperScisors, and I'm here today to do the ABC April Challenge. It's April 4th, the letter D. I'm going to do dangles. I've tried to film this video about 10 times it seems like, and I keep having so much trouble. It seems like everything I touch today has just gone crazy, but I'm going to try one more time. What I chose for the letter D was dangles, and I have a little different take on dangles, and I wanted to share what I use and what I do, and somebody might be interested. I like to use, the main thing I like to use is old, maybe vintage antique jewelry that I find at a thrift store. It's usually very reasonable. If you can get a piece that has several sections, then you can make, maybe as many as 10 tags or dangles with, just one necklace. So it seems to be very cost effective. But they're easy to use, and there's just a variety of styles. I think this was even an earring, and I'll show you what I do, but I just wanted to show you some of the different things and how beautiful they are and how pretty they would look on a tag or off the side of a journal. I'm going to demonstrate some tags today, and then I'm also going to show some journals that I have where I've used dangles and how I use them. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today was these jewelry dangles, and then I also have some metal rim tags that are easy to use, and these are just quick and easy. One of the things that I do use on the jewelry a lot of times is a split ring, where it's not like a jump ring where you have to get it back together just exactly. This is a ring where you open it up and you slip it through something, and then it is completely enclosed. There's no way that it can come loose. And so that's what I like to use. I also like to use, I rust these bulb pins, and you'll be surprised how small of a hole that this bulb pin can go through. That, I don't know if you can see how small that is, but it just slips through there, and now you have a beautiful dangle. And I'll show you. This is just a quick little tag that I made, and I'm just going to slip the bulb pin in there and then show you what it would look like. Oops. On the side of a tag, or it could hang off, onto your journal. So they're very quick and easy, and like I say, it's fun to go shopping and find treasures. And so I will demonstrate how to put, this is one that I'm going to attach to this ribbon crimp, and there is I'm struggling today. There is an area where you can put a hole through. What I do with the split rings is, I'm trying to open it up here. A lot of times I will take a needle nose pliers and slip it through there, and now you can see how it opens up. And then I'm going to take my ribbon crimp, and I'm just going to slip that split ring through there, take that out, and then you just pull it through, and you have a beautiful dangle. And I'll show that on the side of a journal in just a minute. So that's that. We're going to make a couple of little tags, and I'm going to demonstrate, what I do and how easy it is. And then I'll go through some things that I've made. So I'm going to clear my desk just a second. The first tag I'm going to demonstrate today is this journaling card with this beautiful picture of a lady. I'm going to attach this dangle to the top of the card. You could do it on the side, but I think I just like it better on the top, but the side is very nice too. What I do is I attached the dangle. I'm going to put some glue inside this ribbon crimp, and that just gives it a little extra protection, that's going to stay on. They're usually pretty strong, but all I'm going to do is just place it up here in the corner. I'm going to bring my needle nose pliers, and I'm just going to, oh, I'm out of frame, sorry. Just going to clamp it on there, make sure it's tight, and then now you have a beautiful dangle on your tag, and I thought that was so pretty, and wanted to just show you how quick and easy that was. So start going to the thrift stores. Now, I wanted to just make a quick little tag. I had on my desk several things. I've made a couple of French journals recently, and so I had a lot of French ephemera just left, so I wanted to just use that because rather than digging through and trying to find something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guest check, and I don't want it to be like a food guest check. I'd like to maybe disguise it as a, maybe a form where you'd fill out for the little dress form. So you'll see it come together here in a second. I'm struggling over my words today. I really apologize. I'm just putting some glue onto this. Man, I've had trouble with the glue today. I don't know what the problem is. See if I can get it to come out. There we go. Okay. I'll just spread it around with my fingers. And it's funny, when one thing goes wrong, it seems like everything goes wrong. And it's just today has been terrible. So I'm going to put that right over there. And I'm just covering, like I said, covering up those, where it says guest and beverage and that type of thing, so it kind of disguises it. And then I'm going to add this sticky back whale tail tab. And I love these. I love to use a sticky back bell, but I'm going to use it on another tag here in just a minute. But it's very easy. But all I'm going to do is peel it down to the half. And I'm going to center it where I want it on my tag. And then you just peel the rest of it off and close it down. And you have a tab. I'm going to use my crocodile and put a hole in there so we can add an eyelet. So let's see, I'm going to try and get it where I can. Okay. And this stuff just cuts so easily. I say that and I won't be able to get this off. I'm going to quit talking. Okay, and then you just take an eyelet and put it in there. Get it situated. And I'm going to set it here with the crocodile. Okay. Now we have a little eyelet. On this one, I wanted to use this metal rim tag that I had made. It's just a number, and then I covered it with some embossing powder and embossed it. And so we're just going to add that to the side. And it just, it hangs there or it hangs off. And then, let's see, I'm going to add my little, oh, I didn't talk about these. This is a sticker that I make with some Avery matte clear shipping labels. I really like to use these. They make great stickers, and I use them a lot, and they're usually easy to get the, and again, what I do is I pull it down about halfway, and then at the bottom, I'm going to measure, you know, where it needs to be on the tag, or even kind of, you can go up to the top and measure, and then it's just going to peel it off, and you have a quick little tag with a dangle. So that's that. You go out of the front and the back. You could, maybe you have a special dress, prom dress, wedding dress that you wanted to talk about. So that would be an easy fix or easy tag. And then the next thing I'm going to make a tag with is the sticky backed velvet. And I love to use this. I use it to cover journals. I use it on tags. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this index card that I tea stained, and I'm going to cover it. It's about 3 inches, but I'm going to cut the sticky backed velvet to 4 or 3 3/4. I don't want to waste it, but it just cuts so easy. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tag and pick the side that you want. I like that side better. So all I do is peel this down, and I only peel it down a small amount. And what I'm going to do is place my tag, and I try and place it straight, but if it's not, it's velvet, so, you know, if it's not straight, it doesn't matter, and this time it's not straight. Oh, not straight at all. Ooh, I got problems. And then I'm going to cut off just this last little bit, so it's, you can save it and use it for something else. So just make sure I'm down far enough. Okay. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is take my little craft knife, handheld little craft knife, and I just run it along the edge here. And this stuff cuts so easily, it's amazing to work with. It just comes right off. And then I'll put it off to the side, and then I'll just do this one. Man, I was way off. I don't know. I've got problems today. I have got problems. And then let's do this one. Something stuck to it. And then I'm just going to do this last edge, and we are done. Okay, so now we have a sticky backed velvet tag. And then something else I like to use and is this, it's, I'm not exactly sure what to call it, trim. It's rhinestone trim, and I love this one in particular because to me it looks like Art Deco. So I'm just going to add it to the bottom here. So all I'm going to do is cut it, and it cuts pretty easily. This isn't straight, so I'm just going to straighten that up, the edge. And then I'm just going to measure, and well, let's do this. I'm going to take the backing off, and I'm going to attach it, and then I'll know exactly where to cut. I love this stuff. I use it a lot. It's easy and it's just beautiful. So what I'm going to do is get it right here on the edge, and then get it straight. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it on the back. Okay, there we go. So that's, you can get that on Amazon. It comes in 2 different styles, what I found, and I really enjoy it. And I use it a lot. I love rust and rhinestones and bling and velvet, so I'm just in heaven. So there's that. Then I'm just going to add my little image that I inked around. And then we're going to add an eyelet, and this glue, I don't know what the problem is. I've never had problems like this. Maybe it's a short between the operator and the glue. There we go. I don't know why it's the Barely Art glitter glue. And I love it. I use it a lot. I could have used Fabri-Tac on this since it's on the material, but this will work. And then I'm just gonna place it on here, kind of in the center. Okay, so I got it stuck down, and we're just going to add a eyelet here. Okay. Okay, and then I thought it would be fun to add this memories. Again, it could be a special dress that you wore. So I'm just going to add it with a bulb pen into the split ring, and then just through there. And there you have a sweet little tag with a dangle. And so these are the images that we made today, little tags for the challenge. And I would be interested in knowing what you think about the project. Oh, I've got to show you the examples in journals. So I'll do that real quick. But these were the 3 tags that we made. And let's see. This is a journal. Really, this wouldn't go with it, but my signature closure on a journal is the bulldog clips with the chain. And so I just wanted to show you what it would look like with a dangle hanging off the bulldog clip. So that was one example. I like to add these chandelier crystals, and I add them with the ribbon crimps, and I think they just add a lot to the side of a journal. So that's an example of those. And then inside, I think, here was an example of a dangle that comes out as just, again, a metal rim tag, and it has Paris and New York. And you could journal on the back if you wanted, but that's an example of another dangle. And then at Christmas, I like to use the jingle bells as dangles. And again, they're on to a ribbon crimp and just attached that way. And then for the closure, I like to have the jingle bells hanging down kind of as a dangle. So that's just some examples. Again, I would appreciate your comments, what you thought about the projects that we did today, and I really appreciate that. I do try to answer them all, and I appreciate your time. Hope you have a wonderful day, weekend, and I hope to see you in the next couple of days. I think I'm going to do the day F. I think I'm going to skip E, and we'll do F. Thank you very much.